to Captain's Video Blog. We are Wednesday, November the 9th, 2016. Oh boy, I'm not gonna talk too much about the election. I feel like if I want to say something about it, I should rather do a video in my own language, because I do feel like, you know, the world has taken quite a turn to the right wing recently, and well, I mean, next year there are elections in my country, and there's also the elections in Austria, because the Green Party candidate had been elected against a far-right candidate, but the results had been invalidated. So there's gonna have another round of voting there. So we'll see. I mean, in France, I don't really like. It's really the same as in the US, except that people are not exactly realizing that the candidates, the possible candidates of the far right, they are also coming from the good old political paradigm that gave birth to the shit that we're in currently. So yeah, I mean, Donald Trump being elected, I don't know what's gonna happen to the USA, because he has said a lot of awful shit during the campaign, and he still got elected. So yeah, I mean, he didn't win the popular vote, which is essentially the big reason why the American system is flawed. It's the fourth time, or the fifth, if you're counting that time where the House of Representatives elected someone not according to the popular vote. So yeah, fourth or fifth time that the winner is the loser. So that's not great. And it also tired me a lot, because I said I wanted to go to Montpellier, and I did, and it was for nothing because I went in the afternoon and no one was there in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm extremely tired right now, because I've been awake. If you don't count the time where I slept, because I slept probably for about an hour, I've been awake for the better part of the last 48 hours. So that's quite a lot. And I feel like I could have gone to sleep after they announced the results for the first projections for the West Coast. When I saw that Clinton didn't catch up with California, I was like, well, shit, this is lost. Yeah, I still think that Bernie Sanders could have, swept the floor with Donald Trump, and that the DNC and the Democrats, they have been a little bit dumb in choosing someone who has so much shit to their name, attached to their name. But hey, what can you do? Oh yeah, I'm kind of, I'm not even dejected, just that happened, huh? Well, I mean, we'll see what the next 4 years will bring to America. Anyway, so while Florida couldn't make up their minds about who they wanted to elect, there was this whole statistic about the candidate who takes Miami-Dade County, and if they take it by over 30% over their opponent, they might take the whole state, and Clinton only took it by 29%. So, oh boy, I guess that what made Florida go to Trump. You can't really blame it on the third-party voters. Who knows if they wouldn't have voted for the Republican nominee if it hadn't been Trump. You can just say, hey, those 200,000 votes could have gone to Hillary, and I'm like, no, maybe 50,000 could have gone to Hillary, but it wouldn't have been enough because the other 50,000 votes, well, we would have gone to the Republican nominee anyway. So yeah. But while all of that was going down, and then the race got really tight in North Carolina, in Ohio, and all the states went to the dawn. I was watching SmackDown. For the second night in a row, it was in the SSE Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland, and SmackDown wasn't exactly great, but it was still better than Raw. The card was a little bit strange. Mauro Ronaldo said that the women's championship match was the main event, despite the fact that it happened at the top of the second hour. So that was a bit strange. And just was a strange structure. So it opened with a talking segment because obviously AJ Styles opened, said that he wasn't in the right state of mind for the cheers or the boos. He said, "Shut up, put away your phones and listen to me." He talked about being the captain, which he kinda is. And before he could go for a while, Baron Corbin came out, and AJ Styles praised him for being a big guy who was getting to the service of Team Styles. Except Baron Corbin didn't really feel like he was fighting for Team Styles. He felt more like he was fighting for his own, which is fair enough. So yeah, then came out I wonder. Now that I think about it, was it the new Wyatt family, so Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton, who came out with them, or was it Dean Ambrose? I do think that it was the new Wyatt family, who also made it pretty clear that they weren't really abiding by the rules. They just are there and they're gonna fight, and it's cool, I guess. So yeah, Dean Ambrose came out, and then he was like, "Oh, maybe I forgot something." He went up the ramp, and James Ellsworth was there to a really nice pop. So yeah, that must be it. So Dean explained that. No, AJ Styles was pretty pissed at Dean because he shouldn't have won the title shot. He cheated and all that. Oh, and look, we're 4-2 or something like that, and 4-2. Just Baron Corbin was like, "No, wait, that's not my battle. I'm gonna show myself out. Oh, look, it's 3-2." As if it changed anything. Then came out Shane McMahon, who was like, "Hey, no, don't fight yourselves, lads." So just needed something to make the team have some synergy, and James Ellsworth found the solution. He's the mascot of Team SmackDown. So yeah, we're gonna see him at least until two weeks from now. More like 1 week from Sunday, but yeah, essentially 2 weeks from now. He's gonna be there on SmackDown after the Survivor Series, certainly. So yeah, that was the main announcement. So then they went to the final qualifying match for the Survivor Series. So it was the Breezango versus the Vaudevillains. Breezango won pretty fast. They gave a ticket to JBL because they are the fashion police, not just strippers. And when I went on Talking Smack, they gave a lot of tickets to Renee Young, which I felt was not good. Daniel Bryan, he also egged on her, and that's not cool. Come on now. You also got yourself a ticket. Well, it was a ticket for Brie because apparently Brie Bella doesn't have any fashion sense and only chooses flannel. I mean, it's a choice. So yeah. After the qualifying match, there was Naomi versus Natalia. Natalia came out with a whistle because she's the coach. Nikki Bella was on commentary, which prompted during the match Carmella to run down the ramp and confront Nikki. So as the coach, Natalia went between them, got shoved by Nikki, which in a normal world would mean a disqualification, but it wasn't. She nearly got beat by countout, but she went back in and she got rolled up. Yep, that happened. Man, the women's team, that's gonna go just great. Yeah. So after that, there was there was a match between Baron Corbin and Kalisto, which was a rivalry from the beginning of the brand split, where Baron Corbin was pretty pissed because he felt like Kalisto screwed him out of a intercontinental title match. This kind of thing that happened. During the match, Baron Corbin slipped off the ring apron, so he was injured. I mean, Kalisto certainly added to it by drop kicking his knee into the steel steps. So it was a no contest. Yeah. So apparently Baron Corbin was injured. Okay, why not? I mean, what can you do, really? So it was a strange first hour, but then again, the second hour started more stranger than that. With you have the main event at the top of the second hour. I just don't see how it works. It was a really good match, really, probably the best match in the WWE of Alexa Bliss. Not the best performance from Becky Lynch, but that's pretty obvious actually. It ended with a bit of controversy because Alexa Bliss attacked Becky Lynch's arm during the whole match, but she still managed to disarm her to win the match. Had to hold on Bliss's arm for quite a long time, and when Bliss tapped out, she actually had her foot on the rope for like 3 seconds already. So maybe the referee should do his job a little better. But then again, Alexa Bliss had her arm overextended. I mean, she arrived on Talking Smack with a glass pack attached to her arm. She said she should be the rightful women's champion. I mean, if you see that way, maybe, but I don't see it. So yeah, after that match, there was a backstage segment with The Miz being pretty pissed because it was he was pissed, but it was Maryse who said that he was pissed because of the open challenge of Dolph Ziggler and the match against Sami Zayn at Survivor Series. So she felt like he was getting screwed out of his rematch, and Daniel Bryan said, "Well, you want your rematch? we can have it next week on SmackDown, and Maryse said yes. Basically, Maryse has done all the talking for the Miz, even on Talking Smack. She said, yeah, it's when we're here that the ratings go up, and you can see on the face of the Miz that he doesn't really like not talking. He really sold well the frustration, and when he puts the glasses, it's just this rage boiling under him, but he cannot really say anything because maybe it will get him a suspension. Apparently, if Miz loses, he might as well be traded to Raw. That's been heavily implied on Talking Smack. I don't know what to make of it, but especially when you hear that Daniel Bryan would want to bring Cesaro, who's still with the tag teams and he's involved in the Survivor Series, or Sami Zayn, who is in the Intercontinental Championship match. So I don't know. Talking about switching allegiances, in exchange for the Intercontinental Championship match being defended in a match between brands, the Cruiserweight Championship will be defended as well between the Brian Kendrick and Kalisto. If Kalisto wins, the Cruiserweight division comes to SmackDown, which would actually make sense with 205 Live. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. What was there then? There was a match between Apollo Crews and Kurt Hawkins. That Kurt Hawkins won. Yeah, wasn't the most unforgettable of matches, but sure was a match. And then there was the main event where Baron Corbin had been taken out of the six-man tag because of his injury, and replaced by Kane. So it's Kane, Dean Ambrose, James Ellsworth against the New Wyatt family. Everybody got beat down pretty bad. James Ellsworth wasn't supposed to tag in, but Dean was just there on the rope and unable to do anything. So Ellsworth tagged in. He tried to tune up the no-chi music, tried to put it on Bray Wyatt, but dodged it. Sister Abigail, victory. There started to be kind of a beatdown feeling coming up. So Shane McMahon dashed to the ring, said, "Ho ho, you don't start that shit." Daniel Bryan went to the ring too, because he was looking for a fifth man, and he named Shane to a huge pop. So yeah, Shane is the fifth man on SmackDown, on the men's team. I don't know what to make of it really. Will he help SmackDown win? Will he be the downfall of SmackDown? We don't know. So yeah, was a pretty good episode of SmackDown all in all. Just the structure that was a bit weird. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Just watched NXT 2. Was hefty episode. Yeah, maybe I'll talk about the election in French. We'll see.